So do you guys want to find the best new gens in your save possible? Well, of course you do, because everyone wants to find that bargain player that is going to transcend their entire team. Well, today I have a scouting filter which is perfect for you guys. Before we get into the filter, I'm going to explain how I've come to find this filter, and part of it is because of one of my mods, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, so massive shout out to him. So today we are going to look at the player personalities. Every single player has a personality in Football Manager, be it a real player such as an 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, a Neymar, etc. like that, or be it a new gen. They all have their own personality, and that is determined by certain hidden attributes that you can find in the world of Football Manager. So first and foremost, we're going to explore these. On screen now you should be able to see this article on FM Scout which I am sharing, which basically determines all about these personality attributes. You can see the hidden attributes here that correspond with what actually makes up a player's personality. So of course you've got ambition, controversy, loyalty, pressure, professionalism, sportsmanship, and temperament. Now these guys obviously have positive effects, and they also have negative effects and negative connotations, but this does help you identify which sort of players are going to be good for your team, and also allow your team to develop and be the best versions of themselves. So by using some of these personality traits, we've been able to find the best filter for finding new gens. So each personality has a different corresponding set of attributes that go with it. So as you can see on screen now, some of the ones that we've got here, we're going to take a look at Model Citizen, because that is deemed one of the best personalities in the game, and I would tend to agree. But you can see with the Model Citizen personality, they have ambition ranging from 12 to 20. Obviously these attributes, despite being hidden, are still scored just like normal attributes, so you're going to want to pay attention to them. The ambition is between 12 and 20. The determination is between 14 and 20. Loyalty, an important one, between 15 and 20. Pressure and the ability to handle pressure is between 14 and 20 as well. Professionalism, really high as well, between 15 and 20. Sportsmanship, again, between 15 and 20. And temperament, between 15 and 20. So the temperament in this instance, if it's a 20, they can handle these situations better. If it's towards the lower end of the scale, the ones, the twos, the threes, etc., they are potentially more prone to doing something silly and getting themselves sent off. So let's dive into the game and take a look at some of these filters. So I have applied my filter right here on the Wrexham rebuild that I did, that came out on the channel on Sunday, so please do go and check that out if you are interested in the rebuild content. And also, whilst you're around here, if you think this is going to be useful to you to find the best players in your save, please do consider dropping a like on the video down below and subscribing to the channel if you are new around here picking up content for the very first time. But we have this filter right here. Now we've applied it to this save. I am in the year 2029, so we are quite a far way into the future, but you can see some of the players that are appearing in this search. So we can see a lot of them are already at big Premier League clubs. If we take the most expensive guy, I've just sorted them here by transfer value, but if we take Steve Andrews here, he's 21 years old, a fullback at Liverpool. He looks absolutely brilliant, a 5-star prospect compared to my team. Obviously 21 years of age. It looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold, not really a feature in this Liverpool team anymore. He has been replaced by Steve Andrews. But if we take a look a little bit further down, let's have a look at this Chilean here, who is now at Manchester City. He's 21 years of age, again another very good right back, but he would not have come from Manchester City. As you can see here, he has come from a team in his native Chile, and then Manchester City picked him up for £3.5 million. He is now valued at 54 to 77 million pounds, and the identifier that we've picked him up with is that he has the resolute personality. Now this guy looks fantastic, and there are multiple instances of this. This is a guy who I did try and sign in my save from Portugal. He's now at Chelsea, valued at 70 million pounds. Chelsea paid 16 million pounds from him, coming from his native Portugal. But you can do this all the way down. Some of the ones that spawn and have instances at bigger clubs, you can kind of understand what's going on there. This guy has come to Manchester United from Brazil. Again, he has that model citizen personality that we spoke about beforehand. But if we go into here, they pay 12.5 million pounds for him from Brazil, but he is coming up as part of this search. So if we take a look at the filter itself, if we go on the edit search button here, you can see what we are searching for. We have collated the best personalities in FM23 for you guys to use in this filter. I will provide a link to the filter, but these are the best personalities that you can see here. But we also have this addition here at the bottom, is a new gen. Don't ask me why the filter for it says is not. I don't really understand why that is the language that is used, but if we untick this box at the bottom here, you can see that real players are appearing in this search. As you can see, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 𝙈𝙚 is one of those players who would appear under this search, because if we go on 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙀 𝙈𝙚, you can see he does have that professional personality. So this will, coupled with a couple of other things, enable your players to be the best forms of themselves. So if we just enable this filter at the bottom there to search specifically for new gens, you can see some of the ones that have come through the ranks in this particular save. And then you can obviously search by the ones that are interested in joining your club and all of that good stuff. But you want to get this filter, I will leave a link in the description for you to go and get this filter. It's from Mediafire. Once you have it, this is what you need to do. So once you have found and downloaded the filter, you then need to find the location where your Football Manager game is stored. Now, I'm currently recording this on a Mac, which is slightly harder to find. You need to go on the Go option at the top of your Finder and hold down the option button, and then you will find a folder. Then you go into app support, and then you go into Football Manager, and you will find it that way. Much easier on a PC. You go into your documents usually, and then it will be in there, Documents, Sports Interactive, FM 2023, and then you will find this setup of folders. If you don't have a filters folder, God, I can't speak, just create one. It will be dead easy for you to do so. I already have mine here, and then we have my Wonderkid Finder here. So once you put it into that location, you then need to jump back in-game and do the in-game step, and then you can start finding the best Wonderkids available in your save. So you've now placed the filter in the correct spot. Now you need to put it into your game. So if you go onto the edit search button on your player scouting, go onto scouting, go onto players, and then it will bring up this window. Now you need to go into the advanced section to make sure that all of the personalities are in here, and you click on the cog in the bottom left. Once you click on that cog, you will need to go onto manage filters, and that will bring up this window here. You then need to select import, and that will bring up the file location that we just discussed, where we place the place this file, and select this one here. Just select that and hit load. That will come in as you will see it as Wonderkid Finder. It won't have the 2 next to it. Then you just hit OK. Then it will appear in this drop down here, and you need to select it there. Say no to this one because that is your previous search. Say no, and then it will update, and then you have the filter in here as well. What I actually do when I'm searching for players and stuff myself, I always search by attribute. So for instance, if I was looking for a goalkeeper within this filter, then we would then go on to attributes and would say, I'd like them to have good aerial reach, good command of the area, good communication, handling, one-on-ones, reflexes, and positioning. These are the key areas for me. Then we will select yes on the 15. I'll probably take a match of 5 out of 7, and then we start dropping this down until we start to find players, and then we found our 8 players, and then I would probably try and start looking for a bargain. So as you can see, 𝘼𝙗𝙁 here looks like a nice little prospect. He's got 20 determination, he's 21 years old, so he's young for a goalkeeper as well, has some really nice attributes all across the board. If we take a look at some of these others as well, this guy here, Ecuadorian player, young as well, got that high determination along with that driven personality, so we know that he is going to develop at a good rate as well. And another one here coming out of Belgium. You can see the sort of caliber of player. If we go on, let's say some of these players based in the more common leagues, this guy's at Southampton's under 21s, looks like a good prospect. There was this other guy here who is at PSG, Paraguayan international, yeah, capped it under 20 international, but you can see PSG picked him up for 140k. That is what these big clubs do. They find these players with these hidden attributes and they hoard them. PSG are really bad for doing this. They hoard these players, and they're the players that you need to sign in your save. If you like this video, guys, please do drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are picking up the content for the very first time and you did learn something today. It would really help me out by hitting that subscribe button. We are closing in on 20k, so we're getting there, guys. And also check out this video, which will show you some of the other experimental content I've done in FM23 so far.